Right, hi guys. I didn't want to make a video like this, but there's a person who's making threats on me and people that I am associated with, all because they are not satisfied with how I respond to them. And they have taken it a little bit too far now, so I do not like that. And if you want to play the game, then we'll play the game. You want to be exposed, then we'll expose. But yeah, so you know what? Yeah, so there's a user by the name of Enchanted Whisper, and she has been messaging me like she was a fan of my work and stuff, and I tried my best to respond to her as nicely as I can, but like I mentioned before, I'm just a person. I'm not an angel by any chance, so there are some days where I will not be responding very nicely. Maybe I have my moods, or maybe it's the way you talk. So sometimes I will not respond to you. Let's get into it, shall we? Okay, so I started messaging this, this person messaged me all the way in February. So that's when we started communicating, I guess. So she said, hi, person commenting a lot on the YouTube channel, okay? Not bothering or making you feel spam or uncomfortable, blah, blah, blah. Then I replied, of course. And then it was all good. My name was Abandoned Space, which we'll get into that in a while. Fangirl last video, okay, whatever, like appreciating my work is fine. Okay, this is the beginning of our conversation. And you can see where the messages become a little bit too long, which I don't mind reading, but there is a little bit of like double meaning behind them, like a little bit sarcastic, which I confronted her about after. But let's get into it. Let's read everything, shall we? Are you kidding? I meant it. Blah 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 blah. Da 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 da. Okay, and then okay, this is the beginning where I'm still nice. I can still humor them. Then I try my best, respectful. Da da da. Okay, I don't blame you. Stuff on social media can be a lot. I'm not a public creator. Okay, this is everything that she's saying, that she's telling about herself and everything. It's a lot for me to read, but I try my best in the beginning. Okay, and then I just say about myself, oh, if I were face to face video call, get anxiety. Yeah, it's pretty much true. Okay, and then she just like assumes my age, 30s and 40s, and of course I feel a little offended by that, and I just like wanted to get out of the conversation quite fast out of that. Okay, so blah blah blah. Yeah, I fall asleep. Okay, this is the beginning of the conversation. It's fine, whatever. Okay, so she's apparently from Florida. Saw your latest video, wanted to say it was amazing, blah, blah, blah. Okay, she's just telling about her opinions on my work and stuff, and telling about herself. Okay, so there's nothing too malicious or anything about that, but I didn't reply, so say sorry for the late reply and everything. Okay, she still responds very normally here. Okay, so okay, she just tried to get to know me more. This is on March. Okay, so we're back on video. Okay, so he's talking about my voice actor for Alistair the deal maker. So she started getting to know him as well and communicated with him. And let's see. Okay, so again, just trying to get to know each other and everything. So this is the point where she writes a lot of messages, and she can come off a little bit unhinged, which I think for the time being, yeah, and she apologizes for writing a lot. Okay. And she just asks about my, the lore of my fan story. It's a fan story, you got her. It's just a fan story, come on. And then she talks about her own OCs, which is fine, whatever, okay? Okay, and then she asked me some questions in this. This is where things start to get a little bit like on the negative side, because, okay, she asked a lot of questions. Okay, if you want me to read, I'll read everything. I'll read on the second paragraph here. Okay. Does her father still live in hell? Is he dead or what? Did Jamar get to heaven? I know Marcel doesn't like overlords, but is there more to that? That's already like 4 questions. Did Marcella interact with the overlords at one point? For me, Rosie knows Elise, so does Vox. In my AU, she tried to make... I also can say Elise is an introvert, very shy, she also has very sassy, blah blah blah. Get it? She's talking about her OC. Okay. I think she asked about, oh, Alistair being a yandere or something. Yeah, here, over here. Okay, she asked about the show version. Okay. She asked a lot of questions. Of course, I might not be able to answer all of them or I miss them. I'm freaking old, okay? I might forget. I miss some things. So I tried my best to answer. So I don't think Alistair is a yandere type, which I believe someone who is overpossessive, right? He is protective. He does allow Stella to make her own choice if she feels she wants to do something else. In terms of who she is fond of, she probably doesn't like anyone else in the hotel. She does have... Okay, I'm answering normally. As best as I can. Like girl, she does get along with Rosie. I used to do commissions. I'm too tired to do those unless they really play a lot, okay? Working with voice actors for me has been fine so far. I've not bad experiences. You just need to be clear with what you want and the rest will be easy most of the time. I probably won't expend much of Marcella's mom. I think the beauty is in the mystery, but if people insist, her father would have probably been eliminated in the exterminations. The Overlord's thing will expand it in the future story. So I'm trying my best to answer her questions. All of it. I think here's where she starts to get annoyed at me. Like, I didn't do anything. Okay, she just said, hey, how are you? Hope you're doing well. She answered like 2 days later. Okay. And then, unfortunately, I missed her life, so okay, whatever. Seems like I get fun though, so good for you. You can see how she writes. It's a little like backhanded, like, or sarcastic as well. And she mentioned this before to someone else. I very much appreciate the time you took to my question. To be honest, I totally understand we didn't answer some questions. I was a little disappointed, to be honest. Why are you disappointed? I'm trying my best to answer your questions. Okay, and then she defines yandere, which I already know what yandere means. Okay, she just likes tells opinions about her thing. You can pause the video and read all her conversations if you want to. I have nothing to hide. I don't give a shit anymore, okay? I have to, like, do things in my life. Okay, I was sure with y'all be able. Okay, she's talking about Alistair, my voice actor guy. I'm gonna turn open up chance for me. And I noticed you were active for a while to write my messages. I'm so sorry once again. All that was overwhelming. I hope I didn't mess anything up anyways. So this was like 5 hours. I don't know why she keeps track of me being online. Touch some grass, girl. Okay, and then this is where I set my boundaries. Okay, I'm setting my boundaries. I don't know this person in real life. If I know this person, I face them. In fact, I would love to meet them face to face, honestly. Come on. Okay? Tell me everything that you feel about me. Because I'm tired already. I said some things were a little too intrusive and assuming about me. You're assuming that I'm online, online. What if I was having work or something at a time? Which I usually tend to ignore, yes. And to be honest, okay, I actually try to be as supportive as I can to this person. To be honest, you seem a little hard on yourself and putting yourself down, which I don't know how to react to that. And yeah, there's a lot for me to read when you send these long messages. I do better with shorter, more organized messages. I am actually giving her my preferences and how I like messages. Okay? Just don't be so disappointed if I don't answer all because I might have missed it. Setting my boundaries. I'm a person, human being. Girl, just stop being so hard on yourself and take it slow. Sometimes I don't answer message because I might have gotten distracted or forgotten, not because I'm upset. Maybe it's an excuse, I don't know. She can never tell for sure if I'm being honest or not. But I'm telling you. No worries about it, just take it slower. I actually tried to be nice. What the fuck? The fuck is wrong with me? Okay. Sorry, but I'm fucking fed up. Okay, she actually said hi. I actually respond to her in a nice, civilized way. Okay, she actually talks about her being Florida. That's a family song. I just have fun with editing. We're back to being nice again. Okay. She actually tried to be like critical about it. What the fuck? Okay, I know she wants to be honest, but why the fuck is she telling me? Tell him. Oh gosh, okay. Okay, she just talks about Alistair. Okay, so she starts to be honest about her own feelings here. Like, hurt a little because I didn't know it was coming out that way. And I felt really awful, okay? So I was like, let bygones be bygones, bitch! Hello? I don't like dwelling on too much in the past. Okay, fair enough. I just wanted to say something. Okay. Holiday you're celebrating from important. Okay, I talk about celebration of Eid. Okay. I guess I should repent at this point. Okay, so I just talked about, like, I even am nice enough to explain to her about Ramadan and Eid and everything. Okay, Google's response. Oh boy. Okay, and then she just like asked me again about things. Okay, so here is when she gets to be accusatory of things towards me. Okay. So she says to me, okay, this is in April. So I was doing a live, I think, at the time. She said, I was gonna watch your latest live, but I'd leave early, still going, but I just want to double check. I sure everything between us is all good. And I feel you're upset with me, trying to ignore me. I tried writing to say hello on your live, you didn't answer. So this could be a tech problem on my end, although I doubt it. But did you have a sound problem? Like a volume for me, it was really... She's trying to be critical of my, like, girl, I have a fucking phone. Oh my god. I know you let bygones be bygones, but to be honest, I don't know what I did wrong. And then that's if I did anything. I'm probably being really paranoid. I feel like my efforts are not only in vain, but are being ignored. I'm sure you've been busy, but yeah, I just wanted to double check, like I said, that's all. So I asked her who she was in the live, because you know, some usernames from the same person are different in each platform. So I asked. And then she asked, okay, I don't know why she said this. Sorry if I'm being like a pick-me person overreacting. Oh gosh, you seem like a wonderful person, and I don't know why she does this like negative and positive thing at the same time. It's like I don't know what to react to. Okay, so and then my username on YouTube. Okay, this is where we get to it later on. The abandoned space, something like that. So I explained maybe I didn't see the message from abandoned space. I think this time I was being sincere. I really honestly didn't know that was her YouTube username, and even if I knew, I think I would have responded anyway, or maybe I couldn't have, because sometimes the messages comes in a lot of influx, so I would miss some messages. So I apologize to those who go to my live and I didn't read or answer your chat message, so I'm very sorry in advance. Okay, so I just say I didn't see a message from abandoned space, it didn't show. Okay, I apologize, but don't take it personally. A very standard explanation. And I usually will respond if you are nice enough, I just say hi, how are you, all that stuff. And then she said, I don't understand the last sentence you wrote, but as for the username thing, I did send like 2 messages, but I didn't see them because it was like far. Okay, as long as we're all good, we can be friends. I didn't offend you or anything, I'm all good. Sorry to bother you, talk soon, I guess. Okay, and then she just like a very short chat here. Recently finished college, okay, looking for part-time. I can chat a bit, okay. I wanted to pop in. Okay, and she never messaged me after that. I don't know what happened. Okay, I guess she stopped messaging me. Okay, and then 26 May, like, I think at this time she joined the same server that I joined. It's a has-been hotel, like, role-playing server. So she joined at the same time. And I was sharing some stuff. I said I did some NSFW content, which you can see there, the link, who gives a shit. Yes, and then she asked me for the links to those NSFW, okay, and then I just shared it to her. Okay, she just asked for it. Okay, let me just show. You can pause the video to read the messages if you want to. Okay, and then here as well. Okay, such a sweetheart. Okay, whatever, sure. Okay, so here, 27 May, I think it starts to go downhill very fast. Okay, so, hey Pina, how's if you feel free to answer, I just want to ask if I haven't already, what interests have you had that are just has-been hotel? And then she tagged me in the message. So you're okay with some spamming, right? And then I didn't answer for about an hour, like that. You can see the time stamp there. And I just say, yeah, sorry, please don't keep tagging and messaging me like this. I'll reply you when I can. I didn't reply because I didn't feel comfortable in replying. And yeah, some things you just need to take a hint at. Okay, so June 3rd, I think, is when everything just crumbles. So something happened in the server, which if I can, I'll just attach a screenshot here. So basically, I shared my artwork of my OCs, or is it, yeah, my OCs in the server. Is it my OC or something else? I can't remember. And then she asked me about lore, I guess. She asked me about, Marcella's mom, are you ever gonna talk about her? And I said, well, I'll reveal if I want to reveal, but feel free to theorize. And then suddenly she left me like a reply, and at the end of the sentence, she said that my behavior was hurtful and confusing, basically calling me out in front of all the other members in the server. And I just immediately told her, if you have any grievances with me, just DM me, but don't put it out for people to see. Like, I don't know what her intention was of doing that. She was trying to expose me, maybe. I don't give a shit, man. Okay. Okay, so this is a conversation that takes place after, so I reached out to her instead and asked her what her problem is. So yeah, okay, we can read this one at a time. Let's read it. Hi, I'm sure you have your issues with me, but if you message like that in the server again, I will have to block you from my own personal peace, sorry. I do not like getting put out in the spotlight like that, and as I mentioned before, if you want to talk to me, just talk to me sincerely. I am giving my boundaries to this person. Seriously, I have tried my best. Okay, but I just didn't like the way she talked to me, so I try not to respond to her more and more. I made it clear. Okay. And then she responds to me, thank you for reaching out. I did see that you do not like being put on the spotlight. My reasoning was that if I just started a conversation around something you created or something in front of witnesses. So she really wanted to expose me. You see that I'm not trying to do anything wrong or harmful at all. If anything, I was hoping you see that I was hurt and not happy with the situation as you. As you can see, I'm just trying to fix things. I apologize if I did anything to cross your boundaries. I generally had no idea. Will you please let me be your friend? If I was really so energetic or anything like that, I would have kept myself in check if I knew something was up. And here is why I start to be truthful to her. I said, you have to understand why I don't want to respond to you at times. The way you write or speak to me sometimes is backhanded, and often when you write too much like this, it seems you have multiple agendas or intentions, which I feel is true. Like, I feel like sometimes she wants to be complimentary. Sometimes she wants to feel like she wants to demean you for some reason. I don't know. I mean, you can pause and read the chat video messages yourself. And what you said in the server was not cool, talking about her calling me out. It's like, I'm hurtful or confusing. And I'm not sure what the intention is, to expose me or something. I have nothing to hide. And then she responds to me, I don't think that was the case. I have a way of writing. I often don't see what other people do. I'm just used to being pushed aside or having stuff happen behind my back, even when I think everything is going well. As I've said, I take most things very personal, even if that isn't the case. But that's just due to experiences I have been through. That's not an excuse, but it is context. I actually look up to you and find you to be a genuinely interesting and special person. Not just because of your talent, but because you put yourself out there. Okay, she's just like buttering me up, complimenting me after doing the whole thing. Like, how would you feel if you were put in my place? Would you forgive this person? Like, I'm a fucking human being, man. I'm not a fucking, like, robot. Yes, I have issues, but now I now see they have misguided and fueled by warped perceptions. If you must know, I have been jealous of you. Okay, here in the real thing. I've been jealous of you, envious too, and I view you in ways that perhaps not accurate, but I'm not trying to get anything out of you except good conversation and maybe a genuine friendship. And then I respond to her, I'm not being nice anymore after this. I'm not gonna say, oh, that's okay. I'm a fucking human being. You should try to learn how to speak to people. Maybe that is one reason why. Yes, you should be yourself, but at the same time, you have to be careful of how you can come off to others too. I'm actually trying to give her advice. I'm not sure what is there to be jealous of. I'm just doing my thing and all that, that's all. I have made several friends from this experience, and I can assure you they do their best to be sincerely nice with me. And then she responds to me in an essay again. And then I've been told similar things, but it's clear I've never quite grasped the concept. She explains why she's jealous. I'm not gonna speak everything. She says she was already a fan. She considers herself a writer, and then loves promoting as well as viewing pieces that are written or drawn because I believe talent should be appreciated and lifted up. So when I saw your OC, I thought it hey, I'm biased in terms of who I shoot with who. Okay, I think she's being too honest here. I think everyone who has an OC do have bias for their OC. I mean, that's pretty much very obvious at this point. And then I just know this stuff is fictional. It's great to see different ideas being explored. I know you have a lot of subscribers who consider like that you're willing to share your art, and that's why I tried reaching out. Yeah, there's a bunch of people, and it's understandable why you stick to friends or familiar people. I noticed how close you are to that VA, Alistair, my VA guy. Okay, so she wants to be close to him. I envy people who seem to make loyal friends quicker, especially if those friends stick around or are long term, which I never truly had. Because I felt I was being brushed off, hate being ignored. Okay, I'm like trying to like sympathize with her at this point. Okay, I think when people have platforms and a louder voice than others, I think she's calling me out. They should be responsible with it, not view themselves as better. Honestly, to be frank, it's better that I reached out to you than waiting for that VA. Very little patience, believe me. I know that I needs to change, but I digress. Anywho, I hope this helps and also hope this isn't too long. So she's like just complaining about how everyone's talking in the general chat, and she doesn't seem to be a part of it naturally. If you can see like how she writes here in my messages, that's basically how she wrote in the server as well. So yeah, I'm not gonna like show messages from the server, but basically what I'm showing here is the gist of it. It's easy to understand why I'd be so frustrated. You and Alistair seem so close, blah blah blah. Others join in as natural. Then the moment I join in, even if I write a single word, I'm treated like a plague or intruder. She does not write like a normal hello or anything. She basically just writes an essay for you to read. Okay, so I just asked her that does she just want to connect with me just to get close with Alistair, because I just want clarification. And for my advice, just try to see how they talk with each other. I'm actually giving her advice here, like based on my own personal experience as well, talking to people like online and offline where I am. Just try to see how they talk with each other, try to adapt to the way they talk. You try to put too much in one message, people don't know how to react to. Just a simple hi, how are you, and the rest can follow suit. And this is me just trying to give you an advice. Okay. Like, at this point, I was really upset already, but I'm still trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. No, I wasn't trying to get close to both of you. No nefarious intentions. That is all out of the bag now, girl. Come on. I'm prone to fiery thoughts and feelings when I feel rejected or misunderstood or anything like that. And then, yeah, I can tell. Try to watch, just believe me, I have a thing when I have a message too short. Now she's complaining that if this message is too short, or if I receive a short message from someone who can't even reach out first of all, why would I reach out to her? I don't know who she is. I haven't befriended her properly. And it's the same with any other people. Hello? Okay? I have made some friends online as well, from Hasbin and from other things. And it's because we've exchanged a lot of dialogues and conversation. It doesn't just happen instantly. And it doesn't jive well. It doesn't jive well that you send a short message. You have to send an essay to her. Even if the person are trying to be nice. So if the person's trying to be nice, but if they send a short message, it doesn't jive well with her. That's fair, but it feels selfish. Like, the advice of me is just saying like, oh, you just say a simple hi, how are you? And then the rest can follow. She said it's cliche. Come the fuck on. That's not an insult, by the way. Okay. I just feel like the personalize my response and such. Okay. So this is towards the end of the conversation. I just basically argued back. It's not cliche. It's normal human interaction. You gotta understand, most of these people have different mindsets, different behaviors. It's better to start off something you call cliche and, personalize how you interact with them by getting to know them more. Maybe some people like to be more snarky. Maybe some people don't like that. So you need to exchange more dialogues between them in order to know how to be able to talk to them. And then she said, yeah, it's logical. Y'all interact so naturally and some of you are so dang close. Mind you, she just joined the server like, I think about 1 week or 2 weeks prior to this date of this message. So she just wants to be close instantly. So you just gotta take it slow. For example, Alistair, anyone I reach out can be active and I'm made to wait. Nobody owes you anything. Nobody owes you anything. Girl. Okay, even me. I reach out to someone, I will not like expect them to message me. I'll just wait for it. And if I do need something from them like urgently, then of course I'll reach out to them. But if I don't have anything urgent I need from them, then I'm not gonna expect anything from them. Okay, it's annoying and infuriating. Makes me want to scream and run away. I despise being left on red or anything. I'm not saying this to piss you off or anything. It's generally something you mean. That's it. Okay. Here's what she gets into. Like, I know some people have low social batteries, but I'm also a very sensitive, sassy person. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this information. Okay, then I tell her you need some help to manage that. Sometimes you need to understand people take time to reply. Maybe they're busy, maybe they need time to think on what to reply. Or maybe they forgot. You know, human things. Don't take things personally. Once you do become angry, you start pushing people away. This happened to me before as well. Like, I became a bit angry in my life. I pushed people away because I did something that upset them. So it happens. You need to learn from your mistake. Okay, even now I think I make some mistakes as well. And I, sometimes let out emotions. Okay, and once you do, you become angry, start pushing people away. I have the feeling once in a while, I try to give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm aware that I need a therapist. Okay, I'm not gonna get into much into the mental health aspect of this. Okay. Okay, use AI writing, roleplay. I don't like to bother people when I try to self-isolate. Okay, she's talking about her problems, which I'm not gonna like elaborate too much, but you can pause and read it yourself. Okay, then you are aware of the problems you have, you feel upset about others. So she knows she has a problem. But then she's upset that people treat her differently because of it. The way she interacts with other people. Okay. I expect too much, high expectations and standards to the point, and it borders on fantastical. And I ask her, what will you do about this problem? Or you just want to wait until everything fixes itself? At this point, I'm fed up. Okay? I've been talking to this girl since February, and I didn't try anything because I didn't want to have anything to do with her. But I try anyway. Anytime she messaged me, if I feel like it, I will respond. Okay, I'm not gonna let go. It's going to continue. You see the way she writes? It's like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be like absorbing information from. Okay, and what I'm gonna do, I'm probably continue to hate myself. Attempting to seek therapy while contemplating my existence for what I'll do to help myself out in the future. Continue to observe, think before I act. Think before you act, girl! Take it one step at a time. If you just want to chat and see what happens, things do, yeah. After this, I blocked her. Okay, I didn't block her yet, but now I'll block her again. I'm not sure if I reported the profile. I reported the profile to Discord, but I'm not sure they're gonna do anything. But she's not the main concern. The main concern is another person who has manipulated her because of her bitter feelings towards me and Alistair as well, and a few other people on the server for the way they treated. Like I told her she needs to get help to manage this emotion, but she's not doing it. Instead, she's just digging herself a hole further and further. Okay? And I don't want to make a video like this. I honestly don't, because it's just very like scandalous, whatever lah. But like, she's starting to make threats. Not she, but the person that she's associated with is making threats towards, Alistair, me, and a few other people, I guess, in the server that we are in, the Has-Been Hotel server. And it's not cool. Like, you were given a chance to start new, to start fresh, make a new life for yourself or whatever, but you choose to fight a weird battle against yourself, against us. What the fuck? Anyway, yeah, so there is another thing which I'll get into. I have a proof here. So this is, I actually received this comments as well. on my channel. It was on my live stream announcement recently on my post. But yeah, and she posted this on Alistair's as well. So she said, "Hello, I was thinking a lot about whether or not I write this, but after a lot of internal deliberation, I've decided to put this warning out there. This is not a post made lightly, or nor is it filled with lies or intention to cause harm, drama, or clout, much like you all." I was once a fan of this individual, so he's in this comment. She's talking about Alistair, but she put a similar comment to my YouTube, which I already hide because I didn't want to bother. But yeah. Heck, I even tried to get close to him, be his friend, but he's a deeply disturbed individual. Who cares? Okay, so this is talking about her interaction with Alistair, which I'm not going to get into, but because I received a similar comment on my channel, so I have to show this anyway. I have evidence of possible crimes. Okay. He is a bully, a fraud. She said a similar thing to me about me. She called me a bully, a fraud, whatever, because of the messages I have shown. Okay, he's hurt a lot of people. You may know him because he works with Has Been Hotel creator. Me, I'll get into her in a bit. But these people are very much bullies, are hypocritical liars who use and then discard people when they serve no purpose. Girl, that's just fucking life. Sometimes you meet and let go people. Get the fuck over it. Okay, the talents are undeniable. This isn't me being a scorned woman. You wrote a fucking essay, a fucking paragraph comment on our channels, girl. I can't be quiet about what I know, so if you're willing to believe me, please reach out to my Discord, Enchanted Whisper 0322. I'm just gonna make several social media posts tagging these people. I don't give a fuck. Okay, fucking hell. I even considered tagging them directly, but once again, I only hope this individual gets the help he needs. I'm not sure about Alistair, but whatever. I still care for him. See? She still cares. How the fuck are you caring for people when you're doing this? And even Fina. While I am hurt by their behavior. Fucking touch grass. Get help. Speak to other people. I am hurt by their behavior towards me. Hope I am able to spread awareness. If you don't believe me, I know there are no hard feelings. Okay. So everything that I have interaction with her, I've shown here. I have nothing to fucking hide. Okay? So girl, this is a video about you. If you know what's best, please just start over. Okay? You don't have to, like, you know, you can just let go of your connections to us. I'm fucking tired. I have other things to deal with. Okay, but I'm making this video for the benefit and for the sake of me, people that I care about. Because you have caused undeniable harm to them, mostly. Me, whatever. But yeah, to them. Okay? I haven't even eaten lunch yet. I haven't eaten lunch yet, you fucker. Okay. Anyway, for the rest of you guys, just a general thing I want to say is that if I do come off as a little bit unfriendly, if you ever message me and stuff, I really apologize. Again, I'm not an angel. I'm not a nice person 100% of the time. Sometimes I can be a bitch. What to do? It depends on my mood. But I will try my honest to God best to answer your message. If you just message me normally, like if you like my work, you just say, "Hi, I'm a fan of your work. I really like this and this," so on and so forth. And I say, "Okay, thank you so much." You can end it over there. That's it. Okay, that's it, I guess. So if there's any questions, you can leave a comment on the video, I guess. Again, I want to stress so much that I do not want to make a video like this at all. But I guess it was inevitable once that I received some more attention on this channel, as well as my associate as well. So I'm very sorry to them. And yeah, for all the people involved, not just her, but other people as well, get some help. Okay, you are given multiple chances to start new, to start over. You're just digging a hole for yourself. I might as well just expose your name now, but I won't. I'll just expose this person. But yeah. goodbye, and please don't have any bad impressions of me. I'm doing what I can to protect myself and to protect Alistair, and to protect other people as well from on the other members in the server, okay, that are associated with us, because we're just trying to live our lives and like Has-Been Hotel, make content, whatever. Yeah, sometimes we can be bitches and bastards, but you know, isn't that just what Has-Been Hotel is about? Okay, bye bye.